Hey, for Skylar, or just you guys did a good job on Caitlin Clark, but just what was it about Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell that gave you guys problems tonight? For either Skylar or for Nneka, sorry.
Same thing that gives everybody problems every night. They're number one points in the paint. They were number one. We're number two. And we did a poor job of keeping them out the paint tonight. I think they got 50 in the paint. And we know that that is a favorite target. Like you said, we locked into Caitlin Clark. We threw different coverages, and, we got her with 8 turnovers. That's what we wanted. And Aaliyah Boston, we know is her favorite target, and she got loose. I think we conceded a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. That hurt us a lot. It hurt us a lot. I think it was 9 at halftime. I think the rebounds was 25-9. I was very complimentary of our rebounding last game. I did not feel that way tonight. So credit to them. I thought they out-teamed us tonight a little bit too. I thought they were quicker to 50-50 balls, to the old board, securing a rebound. They were more physical than we were. I thought they were better than us in every category tonight, and it's unacceptable, especially coming off, the way we had been trending playing. Thought we did a great job again to the free throw line tonight, attacking there. But yeah, when you talk about Kelsey Mitchell and Leah Boston, they're tough matches for anybody. And when you're paying as much attention as you is to one player, everybody in this league plays basketball. And so tonight was a night where, Kels, she's a tough player when she gets into a rhythm. She was able to get into that rhythm tonight. So we were making them take some tough shots, and so she's a tough shot maker. And so you just have to credit them tonight. Aaliyah Boston had a very efficient game.
My question's also for either of you, but Nneka, if you want to take this just to alternate. I know you guys have been really emphasizing putting 4 quarters together. What kind of happened in that third quarter where the wheels wheels kind of fell off there and you were outscored 30-19?
Not taking anything away from Indiana coming out hard, but we suffer from paralysis by analysis at times, and I think that's how we came out in the third quarter. It started with me, I think overthinking just moments in the game that should just be instinctual, and then that causes second guessing on circumstances and situations where we find are really our strengths when we don't think so much, and you can't do that against a team like this. They came out hard, we did not. And when that happens, you're going to be working from behind the whole time.
Skylar, early on in the game especially, you guys were 1 for 10 from three-point range. You kind of corrected it in the second half, but just early on, shots aren't going down for you guys. They are for them. Is it just kind of, a rule of averages?
Great shots. I thought the quality, we really liked our quality of looks. I guess what hurt us was fast break points too, whereas we're number one, usually are top 2 in the league, and I think so. Excuse me if I'm wrong on that stat, but one of the top teams in fast break points too. And we were getting our stops, and we just weren't converting on offense once we were getting them. And so I thought we were inefficient in transition. And obviously, hindsight is 20/20. We'll go back and look at the film and see. But that just goes back to the statement I said. I thought they did everything better than us tonight. So I don't want to take away anything what they did well. But, yeah, I thought we were at a point we were getting our stops. We were making them take the shots that we wanted to, and then I feel like we weren't converting. And so between points in the paint, not converting, and I thought we had some great looks that just didn't fall. I thought we shared the basketball like we normally do. We just couldn't get them to fall.
Nneka, just going back on the rebound, was that anything they were doing, or was just more they wanted it more and they were more physical? What can you say about that, if you can, without looking at the film?
They had the mindset we did not. As Sky said, that was out-teaming. That's been a point of everything for our team. It's not about the skill. It's about the pursuit. and that is something that we've been trying to get better at. We had been getting better at. We were trending in that direction, but today it was not it at all. And it starts with me. And we have a front court that needs to be better in that regard, And they had a group of people that just wanted the ball more. And so when you're pursuing it and when you're being aggressive in that way, a lot of times the ball bounces your way. You get rewarded for that type of aggression.
Yeah, it's not just her. And when we're shitty or disorganized on offense, that's my fault. So, got to be better in the game within the game. The ATOs. We had 3 turnovers off the fucking side out of bounds. Excuse me. Just getting the ball in bounds or wherever. We had 3 turnovers off of that. And so uncharacteristic things. But their pressure affected us, and that's disappointing considering the basketball that we have been playing. So, in this league, the games, they just keep on going. Nobody's gonna come and save you. So we got another one on Friday, and so we have to respond. Everybody plays basketball in this league. Everybody can get beat. And so we have to show it better than that, especially for a crowd of goddamn 18,000. I mean, that's amazing, the way that the city came out and supported us tonight. To have a sellout crowd like that, it was loud in there, that atmosphere, and it's disappointing that it was met with that effort from us. And so that's unacceptable. We thank everybody that came out and supported us tonight. That environment is tough as hell to play in, and we need to show it better for you guys.
All right, we'll take a question from Zoom. Christian, go ahead.
My question's for Skylar or Nneka. Coming to this game, you guys won 6 last 7. Is this kind of this game you just kind of throw to the side, watch the film, and just move on?
Oh, we throw it to the side. Hell nah. We don't throw anything to the side. There's a posture of respect that we have for this. There's a standard that we have. And it starts, obviously, with how Noe wants us to play, how we hold ourselves accountable. Like Sky said, what we showed tonight is not acceptable. I would never throw a game to the side, ever. We got to look at this and get better. That's just what it is. Like Sky said, we have 12 other teams in this league. Any team can win on any night. And any player can play. Any player can hoop. It's not just one person on any team. It's not just one team. It's not just. I'm sorry. I don't really like that question, to be honest. We use this and we get better. We stack our days. Indiana is a great team. They had great players that did great things tonight. We did not step up to the occasion. So we're going to use that to get better. And Friday's going to be better.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Coach, just want to get your thoughts on that third quarter there. The 30-19, it just felt like the game really shifted there, and it put you guys in a deep hole that you tried climbing out of, but that third quarter, looms large.
Yeah, I mean, the second and the third quarter are kind of running together to me right now. I have to look at the film a little bit, but definitely a lot of Kelsey Mitchell, definitely a lot of Aaliyah Boston. We can't allow 15 offensive rebounds and 20 second chance points. That hurts. That's pretty deflating, even when you get stops and you cover things. I thought we did a great job on Clark, but it was those two matchups that were just super potent. And then, you don't get an O-board, dagger threes from Lexi Hole, or you don't get a correct rotation, corner threes from Hole. And then on the opposite end of the floor, when we can't get stops, we can't get out and run and get to executing where we need to early on in transition. And then the turnovers, allowing 18 points in turnovers, that's majority of the game right there. So the rebounding, continue to talk about it, has to be an emphasis. We weren't trapping and rotating as much, so when we do, we have to be really technical, box out, and rebound.
Coach, what did you see from Indiana's pick and roll defense? I felt like they were able to disrupt you guys some in there.
I don't feel like we were in a lot of ball screens, honestly. I don't think we were in a great flow. What they do is ice. What they do is a heavy nail. And they also show some blitzes and step-up situations. So we weren't really in a lot of step-ups. But when we're in our logos and our deep corners, they chap those. But all in all, I thought we had some good to the rim execution with certain plays. I also didn't have Nneka in a lot of ball screens because the scout was to put Boston in those ball screens. And so when Nneka's in the pocket, a little bit different outcome. And yeah, I just don't think we're in the offensive flow to even attack our ball screens. When the game got out of hand a little bit, tried to kind of just run some drags and double drags to speed the game, to get us some offensive flow. But it was just a tighter coverage, heavy nail, nothing that we haven't seen. No.
The coach, Nneka and Skylar both took responsibility after saying they out-teamed us. And did you see that just in terms of how, the rebounding, you talked about that. What exactly are they speaking to in terms of out-teamed us? I think I can guess, but I'd rather have the...
Yeah, and then you think about like the 50-50 balls and, the ones that we got the other day, I don't think we quite came up with tonight. And then the rebounding, and then, out-teaming teams isn't necessarily X's and O's. It's intangibles. So it's energy, it's the discipline, it's, your just your swag. And I thought that we lost that a little bit. And, we have a really good basketball team. And, we have players who really want it and they want it for each other. And sometimes when it doesn't work the way they want it, then I see our group get a little bit lacking confidence. And I'm like, they're superheroes to me, the way that they play and prepare and how they just go about their day to day. Like, they should never, ever, ever lose confidence. And it's not like losing confidence. It's because they want it so bad for each other and we don't. And when we are not playing to that ability, to our ability, then it feels the way it feels. But out-teaming teams is like a vibe, an energy, an aura. And that's what I talk about when we talk about that. Mm-hmm.
Coach, I got just to follow up on that. How do you breathe aura into the team? That's one question. Mm-hmm. And then secondly, Dawn found herself match up on Caitlin there early in the fourth quarter. Mm-hmm. What did you see out of that sequence, and was that a positive situation?
Yeah, to your first question, I think the other thing that out-teaming teams is just togetherness and connectivity. And so I don't have to breathe any aura into them. They got all the aura. I'm old and washed. Those guys are young and swaggy. They are very good at what they do. And so it's the connectivity that's going to out-team our teams. But, and it was good to see Dawn matched up. She's been matched up on a lot of, superstar players in this league and has done really, really good. She's going to continue to be in those moments and have opportunities to utilize her defensive prowess and her mind to continue to help us on the end of the floor.
All right, final question. We'll go to Roberta.
Hi, Coach. If it's okay to go
Yeah,
back
it's okay
to
now. Yeah,
the
thank you for
question.
that. Yeah.
No, and thank you for asking so kindly.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to hear from you. Pokey Chatman is going to coach Brazil in the America Cup. It's a young team. It's a team that has a lot to prove. What do you think her impact is going to be on this team? Yeah,
Pokey has had young teams. She's had, I always forget this word. She had an expansion team. She took an expansion team to the finals. And she's coached, a lot of great players and has been in a lot of situations. And I think Brazil is lucky to have Pokey leading them, especially this new era of players. She has a lot of work to do to put her impact and imprint on that particular team. And I know it's difficult with FIBA, the time frame, but I think those women are going to be better because Pokey is not going to only teach, the X's and O's, but also pour into them as people and individuals. And Brazil's a special place for Poke. Her wife, Danny, is from Brazil, so there's a lot of ties there. And so it runs deep for Poke. It's the pride and also the representation, being a Black woman and leading Brazil, that alone within itself speaks volumes. And so obviously it sucks that she's not going to be here with us, but this is the first step to getting Brazil on the podium and really making an impact there. So I'm supportive of her, and I'm super happy that she has the opportunity to lead them.
Thank you, Coach.